He who lacks money but not good sleep, and he who lacks good sleep but not money are always close to one another. Welcome to section 17 of chapter 4 of the Holy Quran. Let's go. ولولا فضل الله ولولا فضل الله عليك ورحمته لهمت طائفة منهم أن يدلك وما يدلون إلا نفسهم. Let me break it into two. ولولا فضل الله عليك ورحمته. But for the grace of God, fadlullah, to thee and his mercy, warahmatuhu, but for the grace of God and his mercy to thee, in other words, but for the grace of God and his mercy to thee, but for the grace of God and his mercy to thee. Let me put it that way. Lahammat ta'ifatun minhum, lahammat ta'ifatun minhum. A party of them would certainly have plotted. A party of them would certainly have plotted. Lahammat ta'ifatun minhum, a portion of them. Lahammat, plotted. Minhum an yudilunaka. Sorry, an yudi an yudiluka. Sorry, an yudiluka. To lead thee astray, yudiluka. To lead thee astray. To lead thee astray. To lead thee astray. Wama yuduluna illa nafsahum. But in fact, they will only lead their own souls astray. Nafsahum, their own souls afraid, astray. Wama yadluna illa nafsahum. But in fact, it's in brackets. If we remove it, it reads, but they will only lead their own souls astray. Pardon me. وما يدرونك من شيئا. وما يدرونك. Here it's not yadullu, but duru. وما يدرونك من شيئا. And to thee they can do no harm in the least. To thee they can do no harm in the least. This is directly to the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you here means the Prophet in the first place. But like our commentators always say, it has a general application. Whoever in this world who is doing good and people want to derail him, they cannot derail him from a good path and they cannot harm him except their own selves. And it's happening. It's happened to many of us if only we sit down to reflect. You're in an area and you see people plotting against you when you've done nothing wrong. They plot for nothing. The plotting doesn't harm you because you know within yourself that you are right and you are on the right path. And their plotting does no harm to you. In fact, you think, well, you will see that their plotting rather does you good. Mm. So it's not only to the prophet, but to mankind in general. uh, wa- ولا يدروك ولا يدرونك من شيء وأنزل الله عليك الكتاب والحكمة وأنزل الله عليك الحكمة let, I've missed it. Let me see. وأنزل الله عليك الكتاب والحكمة وأنزل الله عليك الكتاب والحكمة uh, themselves. Where do I leave themselves? Leave, um, yeah. For God had sent down to thee the book and wisdom, Al Kitaba wal Hikmah, the book and wisdom. Mm. Wa wa alamaka ma lam takunu ta'lamu. Wa alamaka ma la takunu ta'lamu. Uh, and taught thee what thou knewest not, into brackets before, and taught thee what thou knewest not, and taught Muhammad what he did not know. Mm. And coming to mankind again and taught us what we did not know. That's this Quran is teaching us wisdom, knowledge, and wisdom, mm, that we never knew. It's still doing it. Very often you hear of scientists ignoring the Quran and doing their research. They go round, round, and come back and see that the research they are doing has already been talked about in the Quran. So it's not only to the Prophet of Islam, but to all of us, to mankind in general. Mm. To thee, for God had sent down to thee the book and wisdom, and taught thee what thou knewest not. Into brackets before Ma'alam Ta'lam. Mm. Where is it again? Ma'ala Ta'lam. Wakana fadlillahi alayka aziman. Wakana fadlillahi alayka aziman. Wakana fadlillahi alayka aziman. Uh, and great is the grace of God unto thee. And great is the grace of God unto thee. Mm. Wakana fadlillahi alayka aziman. No, there is no note to it. Mm. With all its length, I mean the verse or the sign, with all its length, there is no note to read. And that is sign 113, the beginning of section 7. Let's go to the next sign, 114. Yes, that has a note. I can see already. One note. Or is it two? Yeah, one note. 114. Mm. لا خير في كثير من نجواهم من نجواهم لا خير في كثير من نجواهم secret talks نجواهم. Pardon me. In most of their talks, in most of their secret talks, najwahum, there is no good. La khairan. Mm. So in Arabic, I tell you the sentences, one part comes first and the other follows. La khairan fi najwa fi katiran min najwahum illa Okay, that's where we start. Najwa home. In most of their secret talks, there is no good. If we go to the Arabic to do transliteration, it will be there is no good in most of their secret talks. Okay. Illa man amara bisadakatin aw ma'rufin aw islahun bainan nas. Uh, illa, but if one exhausts to a deed of charity, sadakan, sadakatin, aw ma'rufan, or goodness, ma'rufin, or goodness, aw islaha bainan nas, or conciliation between people, islaha, or islahin, here is islahin, or conciliation between people, bainan nas. ومن يفعل ذلك ابتغاء مرضات الله. Uh, to him who does this, seeking the good pleasure of God. ومن فعل ذلك مردina, يردuna. ومن فعل ذلك ابتغاء, ابتغاء is seeking, ابتغاء مرضات الله, seeking the pleasure of God, we shall give him a reward of the highest value. فسوف نؤتيه أجرا عظيما. فسوف نؤتيه أجرا عظيما. We shall soon give a reward of the highest value. Value is in brackets. Without it, it reads, we shall soon give the reward of the highest. In Arabic, it makes sense. Those who understand Arabic well. But when it comes to translation, we have to add the word value to read. There was brackets somewhere, yes. We go back a bit. One who exhausts to a deed of charity or goodness or conciliation between people, then into brackets, secrecy is permissible. Yes. So secrecy is frowned upon in the Quran. But if it borders on charity, goodness, or conciliation between people, secrecy is allowed. You don't need to do charity and go on with a loudspeaker, blah, 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 blah. I did this with your big mouth. eh? Or do good and then go about with your big mouth announcing no. Eh? Or making conciliation between people. And you get your inner satisfaction. You don't need to say it openly to people. That's the only. These are the only permissible conditions, or permissible instances where secrecy is allowed. Pardon me for that, going forward and coming backward. All right. I've been warned already that my device is sitting up. I don't know whether we should stop. I think we have one sign to finish. Let's go. Okay. Woman, woman, يشاكك ومن يشاكك الرسول من بعد ما تبين له الهدى. If any contends with the messenger, even after guidance has been plainly conveyed to him. وَمَنْ يُشَاكِكْ, contends الرسول, the messenger, من بعد, even after, من بعد ما تبين, even after guidance has been plainly تبين, conveyed to him. له الهدى, guidance. ويتبع غير سبيل المؤمنين. ويتبع غير سبيل mu'minin, and follows a path other than that becoming to men of faith, غير سبيل mu'minin, other than that becoming to men of faith, غير المؤمنين نوله نوله ما تولى نوله ما تولى ونسله جهنم. Coming to men of faith, we shall leave him, Nuwalihi, we shall leave him in the path of his choosing, in the path that he has chosen. Nuwalihi ma tawalla, in the path that he has chosen. Wanuslihi jahannama, and land him in hell. Wanuslihi jahannama. Here, nuslihi is interpreted as land him in hell. Wasa'at masiran. What an evil refuge. Wasa'at masiran. What an evil refuge. And that is Psalm 115 to Psalm 115, the last to section 17. We shall halt here. In any case, I've already been warned. We shall halt here and continue with section 18. I think there is a note to read. Oh, no, there's no note to read. There's no note to read. So we shall break. When we come back in our next video, we shall go to, or in our next episode, we shall go to section 18, which begins with Psalm 119, God willing. Thank you very much. Bye bye. May God be with you all.